Finally.
So in part one, we talked a lot about K-food. We got to eat it in the studio, and that was fun, and lots of K content. But we're not finished yet, right?
No, not finished, because so many things happen in 2025. One episode wasn't enough. So in the second part of our year-end special, we're gonna take a broader look at 2025, and then also gonna talk about what we're looking forward to 2026.
So all the interesting things we did during the year. Looking back, I was like, I did so many crazy things. But then I'm like, I did a lot of good things too. So the positive outweighs the negative. And one of the positives was joining the agenda.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
And we've actually prepared a short video that sums up all of the things that we've talked about. We should
need
take a
to
look.
watch that because with my age, my memory is not what it used to be already. So let's check it out together.
The Honorable Donald John Trump.
2025 opened with the dramatic return of President Trump. Re-entering the White House after 4 years, President Trump proclaimed an even stronger America First policy.
The golden age of America begins right now.
About 5 months later, Korea inaugurated the Lee Jae-myung administration through an early presidential election triggered by the December 3rd emergency martial law crisis. The leaders of Korea and the United States held 2 summit meetings in Washington and Gyeongju, refining a new direction for the bilateral alliance. At last, the 2 sides unveiled the joint fact sheet, the outcome of negotiations on tariffs and security.
한미 양국이 함께 윈윈하는 한미 동맹 르네상스의 문이 활짝 열렸습니다.
The Korea-US fact sheet marked a meaningful achievement amid President Trump's strongly America-centric policy line. Immediately after taking office, President Trump publicly mentioned annexing Greenland and making Canada the 51st US state, sending shockwaves through the international community.
That we will never, ever, in any way, shape, or form, be part of the United States.
The United States imposed reciprocal tariffs and high duties on major items such as steel and automobiles across the globe, and demanded steep increases in defense cost sharing even from its allies. These measures quickly escalated into a direct confrontation between the US and China. The 2 countries engaged in a chicken game, trading tariffs of over 100%, and as they moved to restrict exports of advanced semiconductors and rare earth minerals, the entire global supply chain was severely shaken. In the end, the 2 countries agreed to a 1-year temporary truce, but competition for supremacy in future technologies, such as AI, robotics, and quantum science, has only intensified, leading many to describe the situation as a fragile balance that could break at any moment. Amid these developments, China also accelerated its efforts to consolidate an anti-Western bloc. Attending Russia's Victory Day military parade, President Xi Jinping publicly expressed support for President Putin. In a symbolic scene, the leaders of North Korea, China, and Russia stood together for the first time in more than 60 years, issuing a direct challenge to the US-led international order. A month later, Chairman Kim Jong-un recreated the trilateral gathering in Pyongyang, declaring that he would align with China to unify non-Western states. In April of this year, 6 months after Russia's initial troop deployment, North Korea officially acknowledged the dispatch of its troops for the first time and has since flaunted a growing bromance with President Putin, elevating North Korea-Russia military cooperation to an alliance-like level. It also accelerated the modernization of its conventional forces and showcased an even more powerful intercontinental ballistic missile to the international community.
대강의 전략 핵무기 체계 대륙간 탄도미사일 화성포 20형 종대가 엄찬 모습을 드러내고 있습니다.
As arms races and bloc confrontations intensified, deeper tensions spread across the world's flashpoints. When the United States launched a surprise strike on Iran's nuclear facilities, the Middle East was instantly thrown into turmoil. The US continues to pressure for an end to the war in Ukraine under its $2.8 trillion peace plan. But there is still no end in sight. Meanwhile, tensions between China and Japan, heightened after remarks about intervening in Taiwan, have escalated to the brink of military confrontation.
中国側に対しては、こうした航空機の安全な飛行に必要な範囲を超える危険な行為について、その再発防止を引き続き厳重に求めてまいります。
Amid all this, Gen Z-led anti-government protests that ignited in Asia have spread across Africa and South America, deepening social fractures around the world. The APEC summit, held earlier in Gyeongju, served as a reminder of the values of cooperation and mutual prosperity that the international community must pursue together. In 2025, shaken by confrontation and conflict, the world stands at a crossroads, reflecting once again on the spirit of coexistence shared in Gyeongju and seeking a new path forward.
Wow, looking back over 2025, so much happened. I guess a year is a long time, but they don't seem like separate events, right? Everything's connected somehow, and maybe it's a sign of how the international community is headed into the future.
I mean, it is connected, but I think kind of at the center of all of this is, and kind of has been for a long time, the conflict between the United States and China. Like, I feel like the great power rivalry always remains a big issue. You know, in the U.S. with the tariff issue this year, as we saw in the video, and becoming a little bit more isolationist, and China with its growing self-reliance in regards to technology, but also developing or strengthening its alliance with Russia, and North Korea. So we're definitely seeing tension there. I do think that recently the tension has declined a little bit, but I'm wondering if this is just like a short-term thing, or if this is going to become a longer-term actual easing of tension situation.
I think Trump has toned down quite a bit, not because he is making a compromise. It's more like he's reading the room, right? He realized that his too aggressive tariff war is backfiring on him. And first of all, the economy is not so great in the US. The unemployment rates and then people's concern about losing the job has been increasing. And then second is Mamdani thing happened in New York, right? So this person, young, and he's Muslim and can be the quite atypical, candidate to be elected. But despite the fact that Trump kind of openly endorsed against him, he was elected. So I think Trump and then both Republican, they're concerned about what's going to happen in the next big election cycle. So
it's very awkward, just to be like, you want to always promote your country. Like I love America, but you can see a lot of the younger generation, the Gen Z, like a lot of them are protesting. We have the whole ICE thing happening. People aren't liking it. And then there's Generation Z protests happening all over the world. I can't remember which country it was, but they were using the one piece flag and they took down the government in another country. Gen Z is not playing games anymore. Like, we want certain things, and if you're not going to give it to us, we're coming for it.
It does seem like there's more unrest, right, with the younger generation, because even here in Korea, there's just not as many opportunities, it seems, for people who are graduating now or studying now. And I guess that's a global phenomenon as well.
Yeah, I think it's about insecurity. Some people argue that it's just low income. I don't think it's a matter of absolute money. It's insecurity in the labor market. I think people, despite that they're hardworking and then one of the most educated kind of generation in the world, once they go to the labor market, there's so few opportunities. There's so many precarious employment that provides little security, social benefits, and then so on. There's also little room to grow. So they have no idea where they're heading in the next few years. So
I mean, over 2025, what was most impactful for you?
For me, what was most impactful from the video was the Trump mentioning about annexing Greenland and then incorporating Canada, which sounds so unrealistic, but the fact that he openly mentioned such a thing makes me wonder these basic principles such as sovereignty or borders can be shaken, right? So I was wondering what kind of impact it these kind of remarks have on international kind of relations.
We saw in the video that he'll never
Ever
be part of America. But one thing that really shocked me from the video was, I think it was like the military parade in China. I think it's early September. And we saw the leaders of North Korea, Russia, and China like standing there together. And
Coalition is getting stronger.
Right. And so like there was so much attention to every detail. Like what are they talking about? I think they were having discussions about living longer, right? and also not just that, but it was just who's not walking next to who, and Chairman Kim Jong-un also brought his daughter Kim Ju-ae, right? So there was just so much attention on everything that was happening there.
Yeah, like they said, like first time in 60 years they've been all pictured together. But because of that strong relationship, does that mean like another summit with Trump and Kim Jong-un is pretty much off the table, and also inter-Korea relations? Does that mean it's negative for South and North Korea, I wonder?
I mean, Trump has always been open to having more summits with Kim Jong-un. I think he's made that clear like throughout, even though his message does shift once in a while. In general, he says he's been open to, but it's always the North Korean side that seems less willing to talk, especially now that it has created this much more of a strong alliance on this end. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, and then we've been talking about China, US, and Russia, but there's really biggest change happening in South Korea in 2025. What happened? The changes in leadership, right? Yeah, changes in leadership. You remember?
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah. So after this political turmoil of impeachment, and then there's early election, now we have a new president, and then there has been a lot of efforts by the new administration, and then they try to normalize democracy and then make social progress through multiple policies. So, in your opinion, if you have to choose one policy that deserves the most praise.
So I know from the APEC, which happened recently, a lot of big things happened there. So NVIDIA made like a partnership with South Korea to give a bunch of, not give, but obviously they're paying for, but a bunch of GPUs to help increase Korea's AI capabilities. And I think that's one of the biggest things that's going to help the country. AI is where we're at right now, and if the country can get to the front of it, more jobs, more opportunities for the people that live here.
I mean, kind of in line with what you're saying, like during APEC, like, America has always been dealing with this tariff situation, like worldwide. And we saw the conclusion of some tariff, negotiations taking place here. So, President Trump also, complimented the Ministry of Trade, Industry, and Energy here. So that seems like that was a relatively strong feat.
Yeah. And looking back, talking about what the government has done well, we did some episodes on loneliness and work-related accidents, workplace accidents. I think we need to applaud Lee Jae-myung's government for like the safety aspect and also like putting the public first in some of their policies.
Working on the mental health epidemic.
Welfare issues, and then also we cannot leave out economic part. The Kospi has now moved beyond 4,000 mark.
Wow.
And the market is very confident right now. And then also government has laid out all these plans about to become one of the top 3 AI power in the world. So everything is optimistic, but at the same time, there's multiple challenges ahead. So what kind of challenges would you expect?
In general, I think the biggest challenge that they're going to have is just the chips. Every country needs the chips, and only a few companies can create the chips. So either Korea has to figure out a way to make their own chips, and that's be a new market, but that's probably where it has to head down towards. I know Korea has the technology. You guys are great at cell phones and making your own chips, but to make these AI chips, I think that's where you guys have to head towards next.
I mean, kind of just on a broader level, I've brought up this point many times before, but the issue of polarization, not just internationally, but domestically as well. We were talking about unemployment among young people, but there's also polarization among young people. And so I think one of the most important things for Korea to do now going forward, and the rest of the world, is to reconcile those differences and try to address those divisions. And then that way society in general will be just a happier place and less lonely.
I really hope the world get a little more peaceful next year, 2026. So, Brendan, would you like to wrap up?
Okay, let me think. Wrap it up. Okay. You can go fast alone, but you can go further together.
Nice.
Let's go far together.
땅 꺼짐 사고 원
As people bid farewell to a tumultuous 2025 and welcome 2026, what hopes are they carrying into the new year?
Make a wish.
After years of high prices and economic stagnation, many are wishing, at least a little, that their household finances will improve.
2025년도 우리 상인들은 많이 힘들었죠. 정부의 도움이 있어서 조금 더 좀 나았던 것 같은데요. 새해에도 경기가 좀 좋아져서 우리 상인들이 좀 장사가 잘 됐으면 좋겠습니다.
The younger generation dreams of new challenges and success.
내년에는 이제 제가 군에 입대를 하게 되는데 건강하게 잘 다치지 않고 다녀왔으면 좋겠습니다. 네.
더 공부도 열심히 하고 더 이제 스펙도 쌓아서 더 좋은 일자리 찾도록 저도 내년에 더 노력을 해보려고 합니다.
And they hope 2026 will be a year where passion for their dreams shines brighter than immediate results.
잠깐 안 하면 되지. 너가 아닌 척 해봐. 연극인들이 참 힘든데요. 그래도 매년 공연에 대한 인식도 이렇게 점점 나아지고 있다는 걸 좀 느끼고 이 공연 예술이 사라지지 않는 이상 계속 이 바닥에서 열심히 한번 해보도록 하겠습니다. 화이팅!
Some hope that the efforts they've built up over the years will finally be recognized by the world.
Going back to Malawi, so I hope that everything that I've learned in Korea, I'm really grateful for what Korea has taught me, and I'm eager to implement and start investing or developing what I've learned here.
For the opportunity I got here in Korea and for all the things I could learn, I want to do many social projects in my country.
Wow.
Others quietly send off a wish for a fresh start as they look toward 2026.
지금 교제하는 친구가 있는데 그 친구와 결혼을 하고 싶습니다.
And there are those who never let their guard down, working to ensure that many people's wishes can come true by keeping Korea safer and stronger.
올해에는 크나큰 안전사고가 많았어요. 물류창고 화재라든가 산불도 되게 크게 났었고요. 그다음에 건물 붕괴도 많이 일어난 2025년이었는데 26년에는 재난 없는 안전한 사회가 되도록 저희가 국민을 위해 더 힘쓰겠습니다.
They greet the new year with the resolve to faithfully hold the positions entrusted to them so that all our everyday lives may remain safe and steady.
공무원으로서 또 저희 사회가 좀 안전하고 편안한 그리고 살기 좋은 사회가 됐으면 좋겠다는 바람이 있고 모두 안녕한 한 해가 됐으면 좋겠습니다. 저도 열심히 일하겠습니다.
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, what New Year wishes do our children, who should always be joyful and happy, hold in their hearts?
초등학교에 가서 친구들과 축구를 많이 하고 싶습니다. 줄넘기를 해서 친구들과 가족들이 행복하고 건강했으면 좋겠습니다. 엄마랑 놀이공원에 가서 해적목마를 타고 싶습니다. 해적목마는 맛있겠다. 저는 초등학교에 가서 수학대장이 되겠습니다. 아니야, 우리 싸우지 말자. 동생은 이제 사이좋게 지내자.
And there is one more voice, a wish we must never forget, a wish they want the world to hear.
I come from a geographical region which is very turbulent right now. So my one and only hope for the next year is that it finally brings peace to our region and to the world in general. I hope all the wars end and end justly and peace prevails all around the globe.
A 2026 filled with hope and dreams, with love and peace shining bright. The Agenda dares to dream it together.
Wow, so much happened in 2025. But it's also showing how like 2026 is just right around the corner now. And after seeing that video, we can see that there are so many people in so many different situations, but everyone's still hopeful for 2026, right?
I was especially moved by these market vendors' wishes. I mean, economy affected everyone's life, but especially the small business owners. The economy has been tough this year. Her wish was life get a little bit easier next year, right? It's a small wishes, but I really hope that comes true.
Yeah, I felt a bit bad for the students though, saying, you know, they're just going to keep on studying maybe that extra bit, try a bit harder, and hopefully get a job. But there's no guarantee of that, right?
Yeah, like you said about the students, as you know, all Korean males have to enlist, and you have to deal with enlisting, studying, getting married. So those students that do enlist, I hope that nothing happens to them or nothing forces them to actually have to work, if you know what I mean. So I hope they get home safe and serve safe and come back and be able to continue their lives.
Yeah, and one thing I noticed in the video were the international students, the one like from Malawi and Colombia, who were saying how like they want to use what they learned in Korea and take it back to their home countries and like make things better. Like that's really sweet.
And there was all the firefighters, the public servants. So, you know, you have the EMS, police, firefighters out here fighting the fires and doing the good job, and I hope they stay safe too.
Yeah, and then one of the last wishes we heard from the Belarus student, right? That puts it all into perspective. If your home region is in conflict, right, at war or something like that, all you want is peace and nothing more, nothing less, right?
She wants to go home, but she can't, so you have to stay in Korea. Like, you know what I mean? So hopefully everything turns out well for her.
Yeah, I hope everyone's wish come true. 2026, and then why don't we start sharing our wish for the new year?
For 2026.
Yeah.
2026. Okay.
Hannah, would you like to start first?
Like maybe it's because I'm getting older, but I just want everyone to be healthy. Like it's surprisingly something that you think about more each year, I think. Brandon, what about you?
I mean, my wish for everyone is like world peace, but my wish for myself, I don't know, just to be the best dad I can be. You know, best family man, best father, best husband. That's pretty much my only wish.
So
and
what's your wish?
I actually want to become a mother in 2026.
Fighting.
Yeah, fighting. I've been working so hard to, you know, build up career as an expert in low fertility, but I think it's time for me to produce something else. Oh, Peter.
I think similar, yeah. World peace, like really, I know that can sound corny and cheesy, but with all the conflicts, right, happening in Russia, Ukraine, and the Middle East, and places like that.
Now in Southeast Asia too now.
Yeah, we just want everyone to just calm down. We all want to get along. And then, yeah, personally, hopefully the agenda goes from strength to strength as well, and we can keep on broadcasting. But you look at these wishes, and everyone's kind of different but the same, right? Just wanting their families to be happy and healthy, the world in general to be like that, and to be able to like pursue their dreams. That's all we want, right? 2026. Come on. Let's hope those wishes can come true.
Yes.
Today, we spent like a really warm kind of year-end special time together. So I thought I'd prepare something special as well. Ta-da!
So pretty.
Do you know what it is though? It's not just like a chocolate cake. This is I'm not getting married again, I don't think. This is a rice cake. So a duck cake.
Wow.
Yeah. Made from rice cake. So yeah, in English it sounds a bit awkward, rice cake, but it's like a traditional Korean duck cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Enjoy.
We'll eat this all together, but we can't just end with cake.
Okay.
So I prepared a little gift for Choon because she worked very hard. So this is my small gift to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Money.
Wow, what is this? Looks very interesting. Let me see.
Oh.
It's that one.
The
But
jockey.
MG generation is obsessed with this one. This is typical grandma kimchi vest, right?
It's so warm.
It's not grandma. It's oma.
It's ajumma style.
You're gonna be mom, so it's
I'm gonna be
oma.
mom. It's perfect for
Yes.
you. Yeah, thank you so much.
My daughter has one, it's so warm.
It's really
Yeah.
warm. And Karina and Jenny have it too.
obsessed.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna be a cool mom, and then now I have present for Brenda.
I got a gift?
Yeah.
What I got? Let me see.
Yeah, have a look.
I hope you have the jockey as well.
Jockey.
Okay, something red.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I got a scarf.
Scarf. You should wear
That's
it.
Team Korea.
Next year.
Team Korea.
Wow.
Aren't they red oni or like red
Red
Akma?
Devils.
It's a red devil. Yeah, red devil.
Red devil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You're gonna show Korean team.
Oh, red devil.
Yeah,
Because
red
there's a
devil.
World Cup in your home country next year. Oh, that looks so cool.
Cool.
You're a little red devil.
Wow, 멋있는 남자. I should put it on. Okay, so I got you something.
Yeah?
I got you something.
Really?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
I'm serious. because you are now Mr. Seoul, right? You got that award. Mr. Seoul, the next mayor.
You got me a building, a Gangnam building.
I got you.
Wow.
Right here. I got you moja.
It didn't fit in the bag, but a cat.
Moja.
Isn't
Got
this
moja.
the cat from like Saja Boy?
Now you gotta do the dance.
Oh my gosh, you're a
What
Saja
is it?
boy.
Yeah, now you're
Is that what it is? That soda pop thing? Does it look good?
Yeah. You look like you're about to fight some zombies.
I've never had a cat before in my life. I love it. Thank you so much, Brandon. That's lovely. So, of course, I couldn't leave Hannah out. I got you a gift as well. There you are.
Okay, what is it?
Study.
Too many textbooks.
Study super hard.
Oh, it says cat and there's a paw on it. Let's see.
You like animals,
I
right?
love animals. Oh my gosh, these are really cute. They're soju, like shot glasses with cats inside.
Yeah, I want to try out.
That's really cute.
Oh, I can't use these. I'm just gonna keep them up in my little shelf and like, yeah. Oh, they're
That's
so
okay.
pretty. Thank you.
Oh, isn't this lovely? We're just giving each other a gift and everything. And so, I guess wishing one another a happy 2026 is obviously 2025 has been a tough year for many people. So hopefully 2026 is happier, healthier, and successful for us all. So should we wrap it up there today?
Let's get it.
All right, let's say it all together then. 1, 2, 3. Happy New Year!